Hi, it's Michelle, and today I wanted to talk to you about adaptogens. Adaptogens are amazing foods or herbs that you can use to help mitigate stress, which means it'll help your body deal with stress a lot better. So today I'm going to share with you 3 amazing adaptogens and a little bit more about how stress works. So let's get started. So adaptogens are these amazing foods or herbs that help the body adapt to stress. And so I'm just going to talk a little bit about the stress response in the body. Essentially, when we have a trigger, something that alerts us, and we sort of get stressed, or we need to sort of be energetic or do something. For example, studying for a test, you have a deadline, something that triggers this rush of energy. We go through this alarm phase, and then what happens is the body releases more cortisol so that we have more energy, and it builds up, and we're now in the phase of resistance of stress, where we're dealing with stress because cortisol is helping us to release energy. So we go through this resistance phase of cortisol being released, and then after a while, let's say we meet the deadline, we write the test, whatever, we sort of crash and we go into this phase of exhaustion. So if you remember, if you ever studied for an exam or if you ever had a deadline at work, this is what's happening. So we go into this heightened state and then we crash, we go lower, and we're not even normalized in our energy. And so this is okay. This is the way our body deals with stress or something that needs to be done. But when this is happening several times throughout the day, this is where it becomes an issue, because cortisol, like as I was saying, it helps us release energy and directs glucose to our muscles. But if this is happening throughout the day, this is exhausting our endocrine system, and this is not good for our body. And this is where people have adrenal fatigue and energy issues. One of the reasons, because we live in such a stressful environment and we don't really mitigate stress. Of course, there are other ways to do that beyond adaptogens. This is just one way to help support the body, but there are a lot of other lifestyle and food things that we can do. But I just want to say that cortisol in and of itself is not horrible. It's just the way our bodies and our system and our lifestyle is making us sort of go, go, go. So what adaptogens do, so think of this rise in cortisol and this drop, it's happening throughout the day. When you add in an adaptogen, what happens is it sort of lowers that alarm phase, so you're not in this super heightened alertness, and then you don't drop into exhaustion, so you can kind of level out. Your energy is more level. And this is amazing, especially like I'm saying in our day and age where we're sort of up and down throughout the day, and it sort of just adapts. So if you're too stressed out, it lowers it. If you're sort of getting into exhaustion, it'll kind of energize you. So it's really balancing on the system. So I'm going to give you now 3 adaptogens you can start adding in. These are my current favorites. The first one I'm going to talk about is ashwagandha. And ashwagandha is a root. It is traditionally used in Ayurveda. It has the properties, again, of if you're too stressed out, lowering that, or if you're exhausted, to energize you. I personally use it as a tincture. I find it more potent, and I use it before bed. So if I am a bit stressed out, that helps to just relax my system. I kind of use a lot of adaptogens at the end of the day, as well as lifestyle tips, especially meditation. But ashwagandha is amazing as a tincture. I really love it. Again, the adaptogenic properties are there. And you can use it throughout the day, but I personally like it before bed. The second adaptogen I'm going to talk about is tulsi, or holy basil, and this one I use it as a tea. So this you can have throughout the day as well, and I make sure to have a mug of it before bed. It has tons of antioxidants in it, and it's traditionally used to have before meditation because, of course, you want your nervous system as calm as possible. When you're super alert or heightened, you're not going to sort of be able to calm down your mind, and you're going to be jittery and you won't be able to sit still. So it actually does work to relax you fairly quickly, and it's nice to always have hot tea right before bed. It's just soothing and calming on your system. But you can have it throughout the day, and maybe if you're having a very, you have a work deadline or something like that, this could be your tea of choice throughout the day. So just that you're taking care of your system and nourishing it. The third adaptogen that I've started incorporating is maca, and this one I use as a powder, and this is a root. Again, it's grown in the Andes, and you can think of something being grown at the top of a mountain. The conditions aren't the most hospitable, so these plants have to adapt again. So those properties are being transferred to us. How they've adapted to their environment. And so maca comes in red, black, or yellow. I believe the red for sure, and I think the black are sweeter versions, and it's the ground up root. And so maca will contain lots of, it'll have carbohydrates and amino acids, antioxidants, and fiber, because it is a whole food. And it is really, I find it to be potent and more energizing. So I usually just have it in the afternoon as a pick-me-up, and probably max per day you'd want to have is 1 teaspoon. But maca is really great for balancing hormones. Actually, all adaptogens are, because cortisol is a type of hormone, and if we're stressed out, we're balancing other hormones in our body. But maca is sort of touted as one of the adaptogens that really helps with fertility, and a lot of people that start taking it, and I'm sure if they added in other adaptogens it would help with fertility as well, because again, it's this balancing effect on the body that if your stress is too high, you're going to imbalance a lot of other hormones, and therefore your body, if you're stressed out, is going to signal to the body you're not able to carry a child. So we always want to balance that out and not be stressed or lower stress or mitigate it. So maca is really great for that. It also boosts your libido, so I guess it goes hand in hand with the fertility and boosting your libido, but that all has to do with stress. So yeah, those are the 3 adaptogens, and they are, again, ashwagandha as a tincture, tulsi as a tea, and maca as a powder, and you can put that into smoothies. So I hope this video has helped you and inspired you to add in these foods if you're feeling a little bit low on energy. Try adding in, if you're using tinctures, usually just rotate every month or so. But you also don't want to become dependent on one specific adaptogen. Keep rotating them, because if the body becomes too dependent, then it's not as potent for it. So you want to sort of change it up to get the most benefit. So I hope this video has helped you. Please be sure to like, and please subscribe. And if you have any questions, please do leave a comment. And also let me know if you use other adaptogens. What are your favorites? I'd love to know. And I look forward to talking to you soon. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.